Big Sur is evacuated as huge wildfire spreads. Fire officials brace people for a very long season. And Santa Barbara blaze adds to woes. Big Sur, California. New mandatory evacuation notices were issued Wednesday for an additional 16-mile stretch along Highway 1 after the blaze jumped a fire line in the Los Padres National Forest. A total of, so far, 31 miles of the coastal highway lined with homes and businesses is now closed. Hundreds of evacuees attended a meeting Wednesday evening where officials braced them for a very long fire season. The blaze, which already has burned at least 16 homes and nearly 88 square miles and rising, was only 3% or less contained, and wasn't or isn't expected to be fully contained or surrounded until the end of the month. The blaze near Big Sur was one of more than 1,700 wildfires, most ignited by lightning or electrical storms, that have scorched more than 770 square miles and destroyed at least 64 structures across northern and central California since just June 20th. In other words, in less than 2 weeks. That's a lot. Mild temperatures and light winds did little to calm the inferno near Big Sur, which fire officials have described as fuel-driven rather than wind-driven, until more wind comes along, of course. A statewide drought has created tinder-like trees and brush, feeding the flames in northern California's dry forests. The fire is just a big, raging animal right now, said Darby Marshall, spokesman for the Monterey County Office of Emergency Services. I feel sad for the wilderness and the people who have lost their homes so far, another person said. More fires, more flames, more huge, gigantic wildfires. Northern California scarred by 1,400 fires. That's 1,400 fires, as far as I know. And this is just the beginning of the fire season. At least 19,500 firefighters battle crisis triggered by intense lightning, electrical storms, and a long drought. Hundreds and hundreds of wildfires, including a massive stubborn blaze in the Big Sur region, were burning early Monday in Northern California. Actually, it's been burning for a while now. Some are approximately 364,600 acres. At least, and climbing, have burned. Actually, the total is much higher than that. It gets higher every day. Lower than average rainfall and record levels, never seen before levels of parched vegetation, likely mean a very long, fiery summer throughout Northern California. The fires burning now were mostly sparked by lightning storms, electrical storms that were unusually intense for so early in the season. And since then, or since June 20th, Northern California has seen 1,420 wildfires and counting. Our most widespread and or critical lightning events often occur in late July or August. That's bad news. We have no reason to deviate from that, said the Forest Service. Air quality districts from Bakersfield to Redding have issued health advisories through the weekend, urging residents to stay indoors to limit exposure to the smoky air, which is the worst anybody has ever seen it. A new record of some kind, I suppose. Yes, more fires than ever before. Well, other western states have fires going too. In Colorado, Arizona. Yes, these are an awful lot of fires, especially so early in the fire season. Anyway, I guess it's like the governor of California said. It's always fire season now. Kind of like year round. What is extraordinary or extraordinary this year is the number of fires burning at the same time. For example, the weekend of June 21st, approximately 1,200 fires were burning. A figure the Forest Service has said appears to be an all-time record in California, like never seen before. Two more wildfires choked parts of the Sierra Nevada foothills, sending up plumes of smoke that darkened patches of the 100-mile stretch between Sacramento and Reno. And the fires in the Tahoe National Forest blanketed portions of the Interstate 80 corridor, linking the two cities and the foothill communities in between, where tens and tens of thousands of people live. And there's a possibility, well, there will be more wind and more lightning in Northern California. Anyway, these are more forest fires or wildfires than ever before seen in Northern California, or actually any place, as far as I can tell. And this is more than just global warming, climate change. There's something else going on here. The earth is very sick. Yes, the earth is a living being in some kind of way. And it's getting sicker every day. Because humans or humanity, people, are still putting just all kinds of carbon back into the air. They're making the earth very sick because they're still burning fossil fuels all around the world. And it's increasing. Fossil fuels are being burned more and more every day. The earth has been sick for a while, and it's getting very sick. It's getting sicker. Anyway, this is how it calls out for God. For God to return. And to heal it. Yes, these are more signs of the end times. Transition days, last days, whatever you want to call it. And these are more signs.